Indeed, indeed. Don't you ever forget that. So I'm just checking my microphone, see if it's working, guys. Yeah, yeah, guys. What's going on? Another day, another stream. Early morning. Over here is about 10:53. Um, I'm a couple of hours earlier. I just got to go by the hours, otherwise, I'll miss the whole day. Because yesterday when I was doing the stream, it was about almost 4 p.m. Over here. So I worked 2 hours earlier than England. So I have to do my bits here and there, but on my time, unfortunately. Otherwise, the whole day disappears, and that's what I don't want. I mean, I'm only here for such a short time, as they say as well. Yeah, how are we, man? How are we? I hope everybody's okay there out there, as they say. Let me just put the volume up on here. Hopefully, it will stay like that. Yeah, so yesterday we was discussing about Liverpool and how everything went bad at this Crystal Palace. It was a good discussion. I really enjoyed it in regards to me and the chat, like bouncing back and forth. I had my opinion, you guys had your opinion, and it was very good. I really liked it. I really, really, really liked it, guys. Hang on. Got to sort this camera out. Don't know why it's not like staying in one place. Yeah, so there's a Champions League night tonight. We're going to be facing obviously Galatasaray away. It's going to be another difficult game. Nothing is easy, I've noticed, in the Champions League. It's always, tough game after tough game after tough game, if you know what I mean, guys. So I'm expecting, Galatasaray, even that we all think we're the better team, to come at us and obviously try to beat us. It's not going to be an easy game. And I haven't seen the press conference. I will just share it with you. I've just, observed it here and there. I haven't seen it properly. I saw Ekitike on there, and I think obviously I only saw, I don't know what other players on there. I know Ekitike was the one that was speaking. How we missed him on Saturday. Crazy, innit? And not only that, like, you got to think about it. It was a 3 o'clock kickoff. Right? We don't have that many 3 o'clock kickoffs, considering everybody wants to watch Liverpool Football Club, if you know what I mean, guys. And yeah, it was all right. Looking back at that, that game again, I picked out a lot of stuff in regards to how we played and what we need to sort out. We're probably going to discuss it in a tactical board and see what we could solve, because there's a lot of things we've got to look at as a football club in regards to what we have to do to get back to what we was before, dominate games and not get bullied in games and all that stuff. So yeah, it's tough. It's really, really tough. But we can solve it. We'll always do it as a football club as well. Big up Abdul. I know it's early morning, brother, but let's reach out to people outside the UK sometimes, Yeah, please like, share, and subscribe, people. Appreciate whoever's coming on this morning. So what we're saying, big up for the Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Galatasaray versus Liverpool, Chelsea versus Liverpool. Get back to winning ways. I want to see more fight and willing to win. You never walk alone. Yeah, it's all away games, isn't it? Crystal Palace away, Galatasaray away, Chelsea away. Tough fixtures, isn't it? And I saw some Arsenal fans in the terrace getting back to confidence again, saying we've had easy games, they've had harder games. I'm thinking to myself, so if we face Arsenal and beat them, we have had an easy game. Arsenal is an easy game to play, of course. So that's what I understand. But let me share with you and show you what they were saying, because it's kind of weird. The Newcastle fan tried to defend himself somewhere, but they ganged up on him, those frauds. But yeah, let's check it out, guys. Let's check it out. Let me show you.
Later in the show, we haven't missed yours out. Anton, I want to ask you a question. Obviously, a very good win today. I think we broke the game down a lot today. How happy are you with the start of Arsenal's season overall? 6 games in, second, 12 points, big victory. Best, I think you've scored the most, conceded the least in the league so far. Overall, how good has your start been to the season?
Yeah, look, I just want to point out I know we've gone into like this whole Newcastle Arsenal, the nitty gritty parts of this game, but I want to look at the bigger picture here, which is there are first 6 games, and people can say like, oh, that's only 6 games in the season, it means nothing. Arsenal's first 6 games are away at Old Trafford, right? We had to go away to Anfield. We had City come here to the Emirates. We went
Oh,
away
please.
to Newcastle, which has been one of the toughest away grounds that we've been to. And now we are only 2 points off the top. The schedule now.
Do you see people? Do you see the way Arsenal? This is why people don't like Arsenal. This is why people laugh at Arsenal. Like they're talking like Liverpool never had a hard game. We had Bournemouth at home. We've had Newcastle away. We had Arsenal at home. So where does that come to like an easy game? I don't understand what they're saying. And Crystal Palace away, that's a hard game. So since when has the Premier League become easy? You see, this is what I'm saying, guys. These American fans or whatever Canadians, they just talk rubbish. I'm sorry, but it's absolute garbage. There's no easy game in the Premier League, and the teams we faced are the they part Arsenal's part of that team we faced. So how isn't that a hard fixture? What we faced on the day, like what is going on there? Like why are they talking so much garbage and people allow them to do that? That's what I don't understand. Let me show you the fixtures of Liverpool. Let me share with you guys here. This is what we had there this season so far. I already explained to you guys, but my memory in the mornings are not very good. So the first game we had at home, Bournemouth, top 16, top 17. Second game, Newcastle, top 4 team. Third game, Arsenal, top 2 team. So supposedly this is not the hardest games in the Premier League. These are the easiest games, including Arsenal, by the way. So they're putting themselves in the easy, yeah. Burnley away, newly promoted, probably the lesser game. But then again, they gave us a tougher game than most, probably more than Arsenal did. And Everton at home, isn't that, the local derby? Everton's old ground, Anfield. So I don't understand where this idiot is coming from. This is what I'm saying, man. I'm not being out of order to anybody here, but where does this easy game and all this stuff come from? I don't understand. These are the toughest games Liverpool can get, and he's telling us they've had the tougher games. So Arsenal is an easy game from going forward. Arsenal's an easy game. So and then you got Crystal Palace at home. There you go, people. Another one as well. Crystal Palace at home. So where is he coming from? Where's the easy games? Can someone tell me that? It's beyond belief what we're seeing, guys. Like they're frauds. Arsenal fans are the biggest frauds I've ever seen in my life. Listen. I used to have respect for Arsenal back in the day, but now like I know exactly what they are all about. They're glory hunters, man. They are glory hunters, and not only that, they want to put their club in a pedestal like they are the best and all that stuff. You're never going to be the best because you're just the third best team at best. That is it. You're never going to be good enough to be like one of us. So at the end of the day, just stay in your lane and just shut your mouth. Know your role and shut your mouth because you're talking shit every single time, man. I'm fed up with them, man. Seriously, like I know they're trying to get under my skin and all that stuff, but that club is absolutely rotten to the core. And look at the way this guy is speaking as well, man. This is the Arsenal fans of today speaking like this. Oh man, if I heard. Listen, let's continue and listen to Judgment after he's trying to rile people up.
Now is going to open up tremendously for Arsenal. We are going to not play a top 6 team until December, which we play Spurs and then we play Chelsea twice in back-to-back weeks.
And November.
Up until
November.
No, it's December. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, November. I think
it's early December. Both of them.
Spurs, Bayern, and Chelsea.
I think it's early December. I think it's the first week of December.
Okay. But yeah, go on. Carry on point. Sorry.
Anyway, so now that Liverpool dropped points and Arsenal have now capitalized on that, I just got to say, I just want to compare the two team seasons to this point, right? So given that Arsenal had the hardest schedule so far, goal difference is +4,
Okay, let's look at the Arsenal games. Yeah, let's look at the Arsenal. Hardest fixtures, they said. Yeah, I'm just confused. Like, I don't get it, people. I don't get what these people are on about. Where is the hardest fixtures? What based on what? Man City is not a hard team in the modern football that we watch. So I don't know where this hard fixtures come from. They keep saying if Man City is the one you're talking about. So be it. But relax, man. You haven't have no hard fixtures, idiot. I'm telling you guys, they talk utter shit, man, and people let them get away with it. I'm just looking at their fixtures. I don't even see anything that actually works. So, okay, the first game of the season, Man United away. Man United is hard, by the way, guys. You know what I mean? Man United is the hardest team to beat nowadays. That's a hard fixture. Leeds at, so they beat Man United 1-0. Leeds at home 5-0. Leeds is a very hard fixture. Very hard fixture, you stupid prick. Liverpool, that's the hardest fixture you had all season. So I don't know where these hard fixtures come. And not only that, when you play Liverpool, you play defensive. So you made it even difficult for Liverpool to score. But we managed to get a goal, by the way. Nottingham Forest, that's a hard fixture. It's not Nuno Espirito Santos, it's the manager there anymore. It's that Ange guy that plays some silly football, Australian rules football. So relax yourself. That's not a hard fixture. That's an easy fixture nowadays. Man City 1-1, great. You can't beat Man City. It's not our problem. We beat them twice last season. It's not a hard fixture. And then Newcastle. That's a hard fixture. That's a hard fixture. Newcastle, modern day Newcastle. Wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow. This is what I'm saying. I gave you our fixtures and I gave you their fixtures. How is their fixtures harder than Liverpool? Somebody makes sense out of that. Somebody makes sense out of that. It's a freaking joke, man. Absolutely disgusting, disgraceful from that football club. So I let them carry on. We'll hear what they're saying. But please get in the comments, guys. I'm here early morning, trying to like interact with you guys. I'm sorry, like the time is different, but it is what it is.
We've scored the same amount of goals, and yet we have played the toughest schedule. By the way, Liverpool, in comparison, have played the 12th toughest schedule in the Premier League. So
how they counting? How they counting about toughest schedules? I don't understand that. What you base it on? 12th toughest schedule. What the hell you on about? Eh? What the hell you on about, you fraud?
for all my Arsenal fans who are complaining, and this is mainly the reason why I drive this point home, and we've gotten so lost in Arteta and the negative tactics and this and that. Arsenal are 2 points off the top with our hardest games of the season out of the way. Like, this is a tremendous opportunity now for Arsenal to go ahead and win this Premier League. And I know I'm saying after 6 games, and I'm not saying we're winning it. It's an opportunity to do so. Like, people are underestimating that. And I just felt like I just had to underline that, because in the bigger picture of the season, Arsenal are right about where you want them to be.
So you think overall you played better than Liverpool?
100%. First of all, we have a 5-0 against Leeds. We have
Listen to the fixtures.
a 3-0 against Forest. Liverpool have not won by more than a goal margin in any of the games. They played.
There you go, people. There you go. They're basing it on stats again. They're basing it on the goal difference. They're basing it on everything else that we in England don't really care about, as long as we win a game. That's the difference between us and these people. Get back to your American football, mate. I'll listen. If I'm being bad, I'm all right, man. I'm all right about it because I don't do stats. I do eye test. We over here do eye test. We don't do stats, mate. So don't come out with like Liverpool won by the odd goal here, odd goal there. As long as you won the game, that's what's important. We've only lost one game the whole season. We haven't drawn any. We won every game. We won every game apart from one. So I don't know what this stupid, fraudulent Arsenal fans who come out with stats, this, that. Listen, you drew one, you lost one, you won the rest. Who cares? Who gives a shit? You're still below us in the Premier League. Like, you're not top of the league. You're not top of the league, mate. So come with whatever stats you want. It's a long season, bro, and we've got the experience, and you don't. You don't even know how to win a trophy. You know what I mean? You forgot how to win a trophy at a football club. So keep going, man. Keep going. Scumbags, man.
Not even a probably complete 90 minutes in which they've played well so far.
Wow.
And they've been playing on the edge throughout the whole season. And they
Wow.
finally got punished for it.
Wow.
Arsenal, like the only times we've dropped points this season were against Liverpool and against Man City, the two toughest teams to play in all of the league. We don't have to play those games until the second half of the season in the reverse fixtures. Like, I think Arsenal have a turn up. Like for instance, Terry said it yesterday, right? So Liverpool play Chelsea. All of a sudden, Chelsea take points off Liverpool. Arsenal's heading into the international break, top of the league, having played the hardest schedule. So I think.
But
Yeah,
I'm
People are counting their chickens way too
I'm not counting chickens. I'm counting the difficulty of our schedule.
I literally just listened to you for about 3 minutes. Just allow me just expand on that. I think you are counting your chickens a little bit too early. Just like every other team, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, all of us, we've had massive changes. Players going in, players going out, system changes. I think Liverpool are tweaking their changes as well.
Exactly.
I think it's way too early to say, well, Liverpool haven't beaten teams the way we've beaten the teams. I think if they haven't been playing as best as we could have played, as if like this is just a snapshot of the season after 6 games. And this is why you like, I'm not going to say everybody, but it's this kind of conversation that gets you Arsenal fans in trouble.
Yep.
That like when you later on to the seasons, when you do with other fans and you get bantered for this kind of conversations, when they tell you said you're going to win, you said you're going to do this, and that.
Exactly.
My advice, if my team was chasing the title, I'll just keep it cool. Liverpool fans are the best. They underplay their team. It's you guys that always overhype it. There's 6 games gone.
No, you're wrong, actually. You're wrong. You're wrong because Liverpool fans said we're winning the league. Arsenal are not even a contender for it.
Okay, Don. What do you call it? Sorry, Judge Mo. Like, some people say it, majority don't. I mean, like, if we won the league already last season by a counter, by the way, about 10 points, of course we're going to be confident if we're adding quality on top of quality, if you know what I mean. So it's not a bad thing to do as a football fan, you know, being confident when you're already, you know, in a winning stage. The issue is when you're in a losing stage, still Arsenal are losers, by the way. They don't win any trophies. You know, in the past 3 seasons they challenged, they've lost every challenge, haven't they? So you can't really put them in a pedestal like they are going to win the league every single time if you keep failing every single time. So we've already been there, and we're already on the route of going there because we're top of the league at the moment, and we believe we could do it as a football club, considering like we add quality with quality. It's just the issue at the moment is we are struggling as a team connecting. So once that connection hopefully takes place eventually and we understand each other on the pitch, then things will be different as the season goes along. But as this Arsenal fan is saying, they face a harder fixture. And I just read out the fixture. It doesn't look like they're harder than Liverpool's. So I don't know where he's coming from. Maybe he's watching American style football. I don't know where it is. How can you say like you face a tougher fixtures and we haven't? It doesn't make any sense. And then you say we had the 12 toughest fixtures. Based on what? Give the evidence what you're saying. Because you're already discrediting other teams like Palace, like Newcastle, like yourselves, Arsenal, and Bournemouth, and teams like that that's actually competing in the top half of the table. So it's all weird in my opinion, the way this guy actually analyzes stuff. It's kind of like a cringy, like it's very cringy. You know what I mean? The way he talks about things, because it's like he hasn't got a clue. Do we put people on TV or whatever you call it on streams that don't know about football in the modern day? Because this guy, the way he talks, it's like he doesn't know about football. And Judge Mo is defending that and basing it on one person saying like we are going to win the league and all this stuff, and the rest of the people are playing it down. That's just wrong. You know what I mean? If the rest of the people that's, you know, saying they're not going to win the league, and one person is saying they are going to win the league, the rest of the are majority. So I don't know where, if you're going by a court basis, you know what I mean, the majority wins. So I don't know why you're only basing it on one person. It's ridiculous. But let Judge Mo continue.
Like I've had
but
people on
typically,
record.
typically,
most of I can name content creators out there.
Look at that,
that actually
creators.
sat with me here on the
There you
terrace
go.
with Terry and said we actually think we're much better than Arsenal win the league this season.
but
We're better
you're
than
talking about
City.
this season.
That's even after they won against Arsenal. They said that we're
Yeah.
much better than Arsenal will win the league. So what you're saying is not true. I'm just
no,
saying
but
it. I'm just putting this out there.
But that's the trend. Like they've
You see what Judge Mo says? Like, let me say something to you, guys. Content creators, they're great at content creating. That's what they're called, content creators. Are they footballing people? I don't think so, because in order for you to understand football, you got to play the game. You got to coach in the game. You got to go watch games so you can see players individually. People don't even see, and we're basing it on things like that. Content creators don't. That's not majority of the fans. The majority of the fans are the ones who actually go and watch football, know football. You know what I mean? And they know everything about Liverpool Football Club. So you got to calm down with that content creators bit. You know what I mean? Because we're not all in the same boat. I mean, we might not have as much as followers as the content creators, but if you talk about footballing wise, we've got more knowledge in football than the content creators. So relax with that stuff. Relax with the content creators. Yeah, I mean, everybody is not a content creator.
feel like they've earned the right.
So you
to say
think they did
because
that because Arsenal do it, or because what?
No. They've done that because number one, they've already won the league. Number two,
Okay.
they've had a tremendous transfer window, so they're going on the back of that. When if
But so have
said-
we.
All of this, I like. They won the league. They are favorites for me. All of this, like for me, I said, but they do the same. They said they literally after the third game when they played Arsenal, they said we are favorites.
No,
Arsenal
but
not
I'm
even
not
going
saying,
to.
I'm
We
not
might
saying
wrap it up
you,
early.
if I'm not playing the game of you said it, therefore I don't say it. I'm saying
You
that
just
if
pull
you
the
were
cup
Liverpool,
and count your.
Hang on. This is where Judge Mo gets it wrong. He just said, hang on, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me just check. Oh, sorry. I don't know what's going on there. The microphone switched. Why's my microphone switching? Let me check. It should be alright. Yeah, it's weird the way Judge Mo is talking, guys. You know what I mean? Let me just go back what he said. Just go back.
I don't say it. I'm saying
And
that
you just
if
pull
you
the
were
cup
Liverpool,
and count your chickens. Stay silent till the end of the season.
Yeah.
You literally just told
No,
him
I
this.
don't-
You
I said
literally
I
just
was-
told him, don't talk your
Yes.
talk until the end of the season. So
No, I didn't say the end of the season. No, but
No.
until the end of the season.
Yeah.
You literally, for me, all of this, like for me, I said, but they do the same. They said they literally after the third game when they played Arsenal,
So hang on, this is where I was. He talked about Liverpool fans saying like about the title, all that stuff, but it's not Liverpool fans that's saying a lot. Is about especially about Arsenal. It's Arsenal fans. So before you get on to Liverpool, like complaining about Liverpool in regards to the way they talk about the title and all that stuff, being overconfident, it's Arsenal fans that's actually decreasing Arsenal Football Club in regards to the title. So if you look at all the content creators, they are the ones who are saying Arsenal is not good enough to win the Premier League. And Liverpool fans, we don't get involved in things like that. So all this stuff they're saying, from what I can see, is what Arsenal fans are saying, not Liverpool fans. Liverpool fans are quiet. You know what I mean? And some of them are overconfident in regards to winning the Premier League. Some of them are reserved. You know what I mean? But we're down to earth. Let me just put it that way. Arsenal fans, they're all over the place. Some are winning the league, some are not winning the league, some are in between, whatever it is. You see the content creators, as he says, how they behave. So all this stuff they're saying on that actual stream right there is about Arsenal fans, not Liverpool fans. So don't believe anything they're saying. It's all bullshit, absolute bullshit. Yeah, what's up, man? Still annoyed from last game, but looking forward to Galatasaray. How we bounce back. Me too, bro. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. You and Abdul are here early morning. That's cool, man. It's cool. I gotta have the rest of the day in it just to spend the time in this place, so I don't want to waste my time. Because yesterday I realized when I was doing the stream, it was about 3 to almost 4 p.m. and the day is gone. So I'll do it early now. Just reach out to people who don't, who are out there watching and all that stuff. We need to get back to winning ways. We need to improve on area which is important. So improve on set pieces, yes. Better defending, control games, high tempo, quick, fast pressing, and get goals. Yeah, man, that's what we've got to do. Majority of the time we play football, especially Liverpool, we don't even know what formation we're playing. Some people are saying 4-2-2-2-2-2, something like that. And I think, what? What's going on here? But as I said, in regards to this stream, this football terrorist stream, they're not. When I'm listening to them, it's not about Liverpool fans. It's more about Arsenal fans, about overconfident in the middle and underneath that. That's not Liverpool fans. But I know what Judge Moore is doing. He's riding up, the rest of the fans, and that's what he's there for, to wind up people. Let's be honest there.
They said we are favorites.
No,
Arsenal
but
not
I'm
even
not
gonna-
saying, I'm
we
not
might
saying
wrap it up
you
early.
I'm not playing the game of you said it, therefore I don't say it. I'm saying
You
that
just
if
told
you're
the
a
government,
Liverpool,
don't count your chickens, stay silent till the end of the season.
Yeah.
You literally just
No,
told
I
them
don't-
this.
no,
You
I said
literally
I
just
was-
told them, don't talk your
Yes.
talk until the end of the season. So
No, I didn't say the end of the season. No, but I didn't play that game. I'm saying if, from an Arsenal perspective, I said the first thing I said before you quoted me is if I was an Arsenal fan and I'm chasing the league, I wouldn't be talking like this straight
Look,
away.
to be
If I'm a
fair,
Liverpool- as a
this
Liverpool
is
fan,
sort of my style, right? And I was talking.
I'm here to say my. Let him finish. I want to hear what Philip says about the.
like, because the opening was we just listened to a monologue about we've won 6 games better than
Exactly.
Liverpool. Therefore, we're gonna go and
That's
do
not
this.
what I said, though.
I don't. That's okay. That's his analysis of how his team played in the first 6 games.
Yeah, and my
So
analysis
why
is that
bad?
so my analysis is look, the counter to that is it's more than just what happens on the field. It's when you create a narrative off the field and you start saying we're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing that when you haven't done it just yet. I'm not saying don't be.
You know what? I'd rather call my shot early. I'd rather be on something early than sit here and be negative for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks,
Typical Arsenal fans.
and then be like, "Oh yay, woo, we went like that's not my style."
Can I just say as well, what I thought I heard Anton say, and maybe I misheard it, Phil, is they've given themselves a great base to try and win the league from.
And he literally verbatim said, and I'm not saying we will win it. I'm saying we're verbatim.
For me, what I will say, and I can only talk what was said on these shows, when that fixture list came out, Sam, as an example, was one of many that actually said if they lose their opening game to Man United, Arsenal's entire season will collapse and fall apart. He said that to me and Mo.
That's a stupid judgment. That no way he said that. He ain't that dumb. There's no way he could say that. He needs to defend himself in this, man. If he said that, that's just poor. That is a poor analysis. No, nobody can say that. You can't judge a season on one game, man. Because when you look at games in the beginning of the season, it's improving. Not like judging it on one game, like it's just start of the season. Like may not beat Arsenal, the season is over. Well, they just set their foot on the pitch in the Premier League. Competitive game. It's going to be hard going away to Old Trafford, no matter what team that you face. I mean, Man United could have been like brushing Arsenal side for all we know. They did play better than Arsenal throughout that game, as I remember. It's just the goals that was missing. So I don't judge things on one game because of like if Arsenal lose to Man United, the season is over. No way Hussam said that. No fucking way. Nah. The guy's not even there to defend himself and they're talking about him like this. Then again, as I said, it's his own judgment. If he said it that way, we don't think like that. That's the difference.
Multiple other people have said if Arsenal, a lot of the Arteta outers looked at these opening 6 games, and Jason, you're one of them. And I don't know exactly what your prediction was, but I remember hearing a lot of, we'll be lucky if we have 7 or 8 points coming out of these opening games from people that Arsenal fans that don't like him. So I think for Anton to say we've played those 6 games, we've got 13 points, joint most goals scored, best defensive record, they're still betting players in. I think to say we've created a great base to try and win the league from, I think is a fairly accurate statement in the sense of they had a very hard start. And when Arsenal fans moaned about how hard their start was, everyone just said, shut up. We all know how important a good start to a season is if you want to win a league title. So I don't necessarily think, I do agree with you. Any Arsenal fan saying, I guarantee you after that win, we've won the league, we're winning it. I would agree with that. but I think it is a good base for them.
No, but I didn't say it isn't a good base. What I'm saying is that he's also tied in Liverpool into that, and he said Liverpool aren't beating teams
Because
the way
they're
we're
main
beating
title
teams.
rivals.
Yeah, but
They're
I'm
main
saying
title rivals. I'm making a
my point
comparison.
was that my follow-up point was that it's only 6 games in. There's been massive changes in players going out, players coming in for all the teams. And so you can't just base your analysis off of the first 6 games. I think that's a dangerous thing to do.
But I'm not doing that. I'm not basing my analysis.
Oh, you did. Oh, you
No,
did.
you're not
said the
listening
first-
Oh, you
properly
did.
to what I'm saying.
Oh, you did.
You're not talking about the
I'm
first
not
6 games.
basing my analysis on the first 6 games. In fact, on the other hand, I'm actually basing my analysis on the next 32 games because Arsenal's first 6 games, as I've just already said, have had basically 4 of our toughest fixtures we're going to have all season out of the way. So when we start getting into that run-in, our matches are going to be a lot easier.
You see, this is what I'm saying, guys. Like, these people don't know football. They don't. He just said earlier that he just said it just now. They've had their toughest fixtures. Their toughest fixtures. Now he's basing it on 32 games. So if you had your toughest fixtures, the next games, do you see them as easy? I don't. We don't see them as easy. I don't think there's an easy game in the Premier League. As I alluded to earlier, look at the games we played. Every one of them was tough. But to him, the Arsenal fan, they're all easy, which is weird. I'll mention the teams we faced. Newcastle, Burnley. Burnley, in the beginning of the season, they're always going to be tough to face because it's the beginning of the season. We don't know what we're facing. Bournemouth, one of the top teams in the Premier League. You know what I mean? And their players their players are wanted from every side of the world. So that's another team as well. Newcastle, Arsenal. I mean, Everton. Look at the names I'm giving you. Crystal Palace. So how is that easy games? Can someone explain that to me? That's easy games for Liverpool. I mean, it's weird. It's very, very strange. And then you look at their fixtures. They've got easier fixtures than Liverpool, but for some reason, somebody's not putting them on the spot. Just somebody should have just said, let's put the fixtures side by side, and then we could read that both. Who's got the hardest fixtures and the easiest fixtures? To me, I got to be real. There's no easy fixtures in the Premier League because everybody's fighting for something. It's either where you finish in the league, obviously, and finishing in the Europa League, finishing top 4, finishing in the top 2. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, guys. And these people, the way they talk about football, it's like it's an easy and hard, game. It ain't. Maybe in your game, wherever you watch it, it's easy and hard. But in England, the way we watch it, there's no easy games. Any team can beat any team. Any team can draw with any team. That's how it is. Any team can lose with any team. That's how it is. It's always been like that. So I don't know what this guy is coming out with because he's scrambled everything now. He didn't say it. In the beginning, he was saying, "Oh, we've got the easiest. We put the hardest fixtures out of the way. Now we're going towards, probably easiest fixtures." Now he's saying he didn't. Now he said, "Oh, I don't know, man." This is why I always say, when you listen to like rival fans, you got to be careful, man, because they will lead you in some places you don't want to be in, and then you start questioning yourself as a football fan. Is this guy right? What he's saying when he's just scrambling your brain? He's got a clue. You could hear the way he speaks. He doesn't know anything about football. And I like the way Terry does things as well on his channel. What he does is he brings in people that are easy to defeat in a debate. That's what he does all the time. He will never bring those tough guys that will stand by the corner and have everything in place, ready to go at them. And he's always got Judge Mo. I love Judge Mo, he's my friend, of course. I'll do streams with him or someone else next to him to rile up the rest of the panel. It's always like that. But don't ever believe these people. He's off his head, this guy, this Arsenal fan. And he's speaking for far too long and a lot of shit.
Than Liverpool's matches. They just are. Because we've gotten our toughest ones, they're done now. That's what I'm saying. It's not, basing off on our first 6 matches. I'm not like, it's, I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over again at this point. But
I think as well, like as a football fan, we've had a good start. Surely we should be behind our team and go, you know what, from this great start, we should be able to push on. I think just coming and sitting there going, oh, we should be conservative, oh, we should lay off. But like, we've just had a big victory against Newcastle, big for us. Liverpool have looked shaky in parts. I think we should look excited, especially because on this channel during pre-season, people were looking at Arsenal start and going, oh, maybe Chelsea's going to be above them because Chelsea's had a relatively easy start. We've overcome our hard start. We've done really well. I think it's more than good enough for Arsenal fans to sit here and go, I'm fairly confident moving forward. It's part of football fan culture. Surely you should be happy.
It's funny as well, isn't it, guys? Like if you look at the Arsenal games, the majority of the time it's like defending ultra defensive and then try to win it that way. So you got to look at it. Arsenal have been playing cautious football. They've been playing, let's take it easy and try attack, and then we get a goal out of it. We get a goal out of it, and we defend for our lives. That's cautious football. You can't maintain that throughout the season because there's 38 games of the season. If you keep playing this type of football, not only you're going to be found out because it's the same type of football again and again. Your players, will be pissed off about it because they want to play high intensity football. They want to enjoy football at the same time. And, you could pick up a lot of injuries playing this defensive football, defend from the front all the way to the back continuously for 90 minutes. It's too much. It's too much for players. And these guys don't realize it. These guys just talk without any, knowledge of what's going on around them in regards to the football club. The way they're talking right now is like they beat Newcastle. Who cares? We've beaten Newcastle. Who cares? We've beaten a lot of teams. Who cares? But it doesn't mean like things have changed. Things have turned. You've only beat them by 2 goals to 1. They were leading majority of the game, and some of the obviously handballs in the box and the decisions that the referee gives Arsenal clearly shows they might have got away with it as well. So it's madness, man. The way two games, Liverpool losing and Arsenal winning can change people's minds. They said some of them actually said, finally, Arsenal have won when Liverpool have lost a game or dropped points. It's crazy. That's how long they've been waiting. Wow, crazy.
And try and promote your team being better and be optimistic. Like, it's better than just sitting here being bored and being, oh, well, this is wrong or this is wrong. Like, I think from my point of view, as an Arsenal fan, as a football fan, I'd rather be positive and look at the positives that we've had. And even when you look at Liverpool's underlying numbers and their metrics following on from last season into this season, they've not been great. Whereas we have been, even if you're looking from a betting point of view, Arsenal's numbers have been consistent for the last 2 to 3 years, whereas Liverpool's hasn't. And so that's why I think, personally, Anton's completely correct.
Well, if you've been consistent, where has that got you? Nowhere. See, this is what I'm saying, guys. Like these Arsenal fans are just off their heads, man. They need to stay off whatever they're taking. Somebody needs to check on them, and probably take them to the doctors, checkups right there. Maybe that's the best option for them. So let me just read let me hear what you just said again.
Whereas Liverpool's hasn't. And we have been, even if you're looking from a betting point of view, Arsenal's numbers have been consistent for the last 2 to 3 years, whereas Liverpool's hasn't. And
Arsenal's numbers, because they're looking from a betting point of view. I don't bet, but first of all, and they're talking about your numbers has been consistent. Yeah, you've been consistently losing. Not winning. So I don't know where he's going with this. This is funny, man. I swear to God, it's absolutely funny what I'm watching, man. I've never seen anything like this. I can't believe people allow people like this on the screen. He's talking like Arteta, Mustachio. He's talking like Arteta. We've won the most numbers. We won this, we won that, and all this stuff in the last 5 to 6 years, whatever it is. But did that get you a championship? Did that get you, a Champions League? Like, what has that got you? Does that get you a Premier League? What has that got you? Like, I don't understand where this idiot is going with this. Where are you going with this, bro? Like, talking about betting point of view, we've got the highest points. But where did that get you? What? Tell me, if you want the Premier League, you could have as much as point you want, but you still have to win a trophy, bro. Like, what is going on here? What am I listening to, guys? Like, this is crazy, man. And some of those people underneath, why are they not speaking, man? Like statues.
So that's why I think personally, Anton's completely correct. We should be looking at it positively. I wouldn't be cautious.
Yeah.
That's just the way I
Well,
look
again,
at
my
it.
argument wasn't saying you should be sad and negative at all. I don't know why we're going to that conversation. I just think it's the Anton's analysis on 6 games and then including Liverpool to say, well, Liverpool aren't beating teams the same way we are when there's so many
It's not just that
changes.
though, but Liverpool are, like I said, we played the toughest
gotta head
schedule,
out,
and
Gary.
Liverpool played the 12th toughest schedule. And so it's not just us versus them in isolated games, it's the degree of difficulty as well, which is taken
Wow.
into account.
But what that difficulty is going to be is a variable to it. What if you have injuries? What if you have changes? What if your form goes off? Like, it's so early.
We have. That's the other thing, though. We have already, in the first 6 games, have had all those things.
Oh my God. Did I just hear that? Did I just hear he say we have? He thinks like you get injuries, you recover, and that is it. It's never going to happen again. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is horrible, man. Now I know why. I need to get people like this. I need to do a panel show one day and just get clueless people on there. So he said we have had injuries, and that is it. It's never going to happen again.
That form has gone
Guys,
off.
I
in
just
certain
gotta go
games.
out and say a
That
couple of
lots
things
of
before I head
injuries.
out. Nick, I just wanted to say something about this game. Liverpool played against Newcastle with 10 men, and Newcastle looked like the better team on the pitch. Today, Arsenal, from minute 1, looked like the better team against Newcastle, and Newcastle had the striker. It's nothing against Newcastle or anything, but I think that Arsenal controlled the game very well against Newcastle today. Nick Pope turned into a prime Buffon today for some whatever reason. He's a great goalkeeper, fantastic, saved a lot of saves that you normally don't bet on him to actually have these saves. I thought Mikel Arteta.
You see, this is why I always question Judge Bone talks, even in his channel. And he's talking about Arsenal played better than Liverpool against Newcastle. Okay, great. What do you want me to say? I mean, has he forgotten the emotions that was involved in the Liverpool game? Comparing it to the Arsenal game. Newcastle were there for war. Newcastle were there to do Liverpool over by any means necessary. So much so, Newcastle players got injured because of it. So I don't know, if he knows what was at stake in the Liverpool game compared to the Arsenal game. Arsenal and Newcastle don't have problems. We've taken Newcastle's best player. Newcastle want to get revenge. Some of them in the stands, like Aaron Shearer, was getting their guns out, and wearing army clothing, like black t-shirts, skin tight, and all that stuff. Like they were there for war that day. So if you can't tell the difference between the two games, I can't help you. And come on, mate, like you should know. You should know the magnitude of both games. Like I don't need to explain that to you. Like you coming out with this, we played worse against 10 men. Arsenal played, better throughout the game against Newcastle. It's not the way to think about football like that. Especially in the beginning of the season, it's the first 2 games, isn't it? Bournemouth and Newcastle away. So it was always going to be difficult. I mean, considering everybody's fresh at the time, I mean, and the emotions involved in the game. But yeah, put that aside. Put that aside. Just put that aside, man. Just say what you want to say. Rile up the Newcastle fan.
Managed the game well. I think I agree with Nick here. They put themselves in a very good position actually to now go. It's in their hands. They still host Liverpool at the Emirates towards the end of the season. So I think Arsenal now have proven that they will win against the Menos. Okay, with all respect to Newcastle, I'm not saying the Menos, I'm saying apart from Liverpool and Man City, which is the title contenders, if they win their games, they don't have to worry about Liverpool. Because Liverpool currently are not playing the best. That is my take on this game, to be honest. That Arsenal put themselves, I agree with Nick 100%.
What happened when Liverpool and Arsenal played against?
Anton, yeah.
Nick,
Anton, I'm sorry.
Nick's
No, I'm
better,
good.
Nick's a better name, actually. I think you
Yeah,
should
I might change my name to Nick now legally.
Look at that dumbass. It sounds like a New Yorker as well, guys. Yeah, this Newcastle fan is jarring to listen to. He's a good guy, man. I know him. He's a lovely guy, bro. He's a very nice guy. I've seen Arsenal's next fixtures. They are more favorable than ours. As bad as Chelsea United are, they'll raise their game to beat us. Yeah, they will, bro. They will raise their game to beat us, but the thing is, we have to beat them. I mean, we've got no choice now. We put ourselves in a situation where we have to beat every team now. So this is the way we've got to move forward, no matter what. As in regards to the fixtures, I think we've had hard fixtures all season, bro. I don't think we had an easy fixture. I mean, Burnley, you could say, but look at the rest of them. These are top 8 teams, bro, and FA Cup winners in there, mate. You know what I mean? So just put the fixtures side by side, the Arsenal and Liverpool, then you'll see which one's the hardest one. I'm just shocked. I mean, you can't say Nottingham Forest is a hard fixture. You can't say Leeds is a hard fixture because they're not. You know what I mean? Nottingham Forest, since Nuno's left, it's not the same team. Ange is a boring manager. Everybody knows that. He plays this type of like football high line and just bores you to death. So I don't know where basically it's open like for everybody to go in and score. That's how easy it is to play with Nottingham Forest now. Yeah, it's madness. It's madness. Big up Reds for life, my guy. Palestine flag over there, love it. I need to see massive improvements in our performances to feel confident winning the league. Yeah, I know what you mean. Hold on. What are you saying, bro? I was most disappointed by how we performed after resting the whole team. Yeah, it's a weird one, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But you know, sometimes those losses can be a wake up call, and that's how I see it in our football club now. Like we've been doing too much laid back football for a while. Maybe this is the time to wake up and up your games consistently, because these last minute goals it's not sustainable. It's not going to keep happening every week, and that's what we thought is going to happen. But I think many of us actually warned a lot of people about eventually we will get caught out. And what happened? We got caught out the same way we've been doing to teams. Last second goal, last kick of the game by Palace. So yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Get the chat going, guys, man. I'm here for a bit. Got nothing to do today. A little bit of break.
I gotta head out, guys. Thank you so much for having me on, guys.
No worries. No, thank you very much.
Weirdos, man. Absolute weirdos. I'm not having that, man. I'm not having that. But let's get to the press conference here, guys, and see what we're saying here. It's Ekatike in there. But get the chat going. Get the chat going if you can. You can see it's too early for everybody. It's Ekatike.
Vinny, do you want to start us off? Go for it.
I think I settled well. Obviously, I had a good adaptation. The boys, the staff, everybody in the club helped me so much to adapt to this new environment. So, yeah, I would say everything goes well, and football is, you need to keep going and stay consistent.
When you arrived as well, Alexander Isak wasn't here. He has arrived now. How has that impacted you? How do you view the competition that you have for places? And if you were to play in the same team together, how do you think is the best way it would work?
Good question. I think, it's good, we play in such a big club. I can't see one big club playing just with only one striker. So I think it's good that is here, even for me, at my age, I think I have still a lot of things to improve and learn. So for me, it's good that he's here. And yeah, that's the coach to decide how he want to play. That's not me, but obviously, it's great players. I've been playing with in two striker composition, one striker, so I can do a lot of things. And if we have to play together, I can do that.
If there's been one downside to your time,
it's madness, isn't it? Like they're asking the questions like that. You're playing with the how you and Isak gonna play together. What are you talking about, man? Pause. Like, what are you talking about, man? Leave the guy alone. It's a big fucking football club. We're the champions of England. What do you want us to do? Like just have, like he said, like one striker? When other teams have two, three strikers, nobody says anything. But when Liverpool have two quality strikers, they're gonna start talking. Last season we had Diego Jota, rest in peace, Darwin Nunez, Diaz, Chiesa, Salah, and Gakpo. So that's that's a lot of strikers. We lost a lot of them as well. So what the hell are they talking about? One is a Darwin Nunez replacement, the other one is a Diogo Jota replacement. So what have we done wrong here? I don't understand. I mean, it's weird. It's very, very, very strange. It's like they want to disrupt our team no matter what, just to cause friction between them. Like let them have a fight and all that stuff. Let the player get frustrated. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. This is what I've been trying to tell you guys. Look at Arsenal. They've got wingers everywhere. They've got defenders everywhere. They've got players in each position 3 times over. Nobody asks them about their strikers and their wingers or defenders, do they? It's weird, very strange. But let them continue, man. Let them continue with that bullshit. What lineup do you think Slot go with tonight? Considering we have Chelsea in the weekend, I'll put that at the end of the press conference, bro. No problem. We could even do it together, all of us.
At Liverpool so far, I'm guessing it's probably the second yellow card against Southampton. How do you look back on that incident now, particularly as it made sure that you missed the game against Crystal Palace at the weekend?
I think that wasn't smart. Obviously, I punished myself alone, I would say. So I felt a bit disappointed to watch the boys from home the last Saturday. But as I said, like I apologize to everybody already, to all my teammates. That kind of thing won't happen again. And yeah, I just move on now. I'm just looking forward to play and just focus on football.
Yeah, he made a listen. He made this error, an error in it. It looks. Listen, I like Ekatike. To me, Ekatike is the type of player. It reminds me of Origi. You know what I mean? A fan favorite. Uh, the fans like draw to him, and he draws back to the fan. Like they always, have that little bit of admiration for each other and all that stuff. So I like that. I really, really like that between Ekatike and the fan base. Like I said, we needed someone like Origi in it on the pitch, and that's what he reminds me of. I'm not saying the same players, but I'm talking about attitude-wise and all that stuff. Okay, he took his shirt off against Southampton in the cup, and he got sent off for it. Got double yellow. It's stupid, like he said, but you got to learn from that. He's only 23, so he's got time on his side, and sometimes the emotion takes over, and those things happen. You know what I mean? And it has cost us because we needed him so badly against Crystal Palace. But he said that he's not going to do that again. It ain't going to happen again. So he apologized to everybody as well. It was weird. It was very, very strange. I mean, taking off a shirt like that and showing it to people like you're Lionel Messi. You're not Lionel Messi, bro. You're nowhere near Lionel Messi, or are you ever going to be near Lionel Messi? So unless you do some extraordinary stuff in football, So yeah, stop that nonsense. Stop that nonsense, man. We know who you are. We know who you are.
Spor Serdar Kelleci. Arne Slot'un kendisinden istediği en önemli.
What is the biggest thing, biggest task that the coach Arne Slot wants from you? We have seen yourself in between the defensive block, the opposition defensive block. So what is the biggest thing that the coach says to you or the coach wants from you in terms of how you play?
The coach didn't talk a lot about my way to play or where I need to play. He gave me a lot of freedom in terms of being able to link up with the boys or go behind. I can do a lot of things. He just want me to bring my football in the team. So yeah, he didn't say much about that.
Lewis.
ago, there was quite a few clubs interested in you this summer, Newcastle, Man United. What was it that made you pick Liverpool?
It's just the best choice, it's the champion of England. For me, they had great players, great history. It just fit with what I was looking for after Frankfurt. So, yeah, I think it was the good choice for me. Yeah, that's why I choose Liverpool. Is just the best option, and I want it to come.
Just at the back there, Lewis.
Öncelikle Türkiye'ye hoş geldiniz. Karargası Furkan Uzun. Geçen sezondan bu yana iki tekerin
Since
isabetli
last season, in your shots on goals statistics is really high. It's about 50%. Your shots on goal statistic. So what's the reason behind that? Do you have the right technique, or do you specifically work on it and train on it? What's the reason?
I think last season, in the first part, I was obviously I was starting a lot in Frankfurt 11, almost all the games, and I see that I didn't shoot many times during games because I was just being more a playmaker, I would say, and I think I needed to be more dangerous. That's what I'm trying. I'm still trying to be, to be even more dangerous than I am right now. To always bring danger in defense, and I think that's why I shoot most. I don't really have particular technique, or something to say about that, but yeah, I just try to be dangerous.
This is why Ekatike this season has been like a favorite for the fans because it takes risks. That's the whole point of football. This cautious business in football is what doesn't get you goals, doesn't get create, it doesn't let you, get chances in front of goal and that stuff. If you got an opportunity to shoot, I've always said it could deflect on someone, it could go straight in. The goalkeeper might make a mistake. You know what I mean? Things can happen. What pisses me off is when we're too cautious. Instead of shooting, we pass it, and then the opponent gets the ball, and then they go to out and score or create a chance. I rather the ball is either with the goalkeeper or go inside the goal or over the bar. I'd rather have that because we're trying, and not only that, the ball doesn't come back straight away at us. You know what I'm saying? Even when the goalkeeper has it, he's more likely to kick the ball, towards the other end, and we regain possession instead of losing possession. You know what I mean, guys? So this is what we don't look at. This is what we don't look at, man, and we don't do that enough as a football club, in my opinion. We're trying to walk in the ball instead of taking shots and just checking it out. I think it's a modern day football. I don't think players like to shoot from outside the box, and that's something we need to fix in our football club because we need to do. Because it's a threat. At the end of the day, people, shots are threats. That's what you use it for, and that's part of football. And if a manager doesn't want you to do that, then there's something wrong with you as a footballer. Then you know what I mean? Because I would challenge that. I said, but this is my game. I like to shoot. You know what I mean? If a manager says no, you got to walk it in. Then it's not. You're not going to win games. You're going to get a lot of chances. It's really really silly. Yeah, got to work on that, man. I want to see more shots. I want to see more risks. And I like the way Ekatike just said it there. Like I was more of a playmaker before. Now I want to take more shots. And this is why he's, I think, the top scorer this season for Liverpool because he's taking shots. Simple as that.
Compared to last season, Liverpool give too much space to opponents. For instance, we saw in Crystal Palace match. Do you think it will be a problem against Galatasaray?
Every game is different, Premier League, Champions League games different. I think tomorrow is going to be a tough game. Playing here in Galatasaray away from Liverpool is difficult, but I can't really say much about that. It's the start of the season. Obviously, we have to still find connection and to adapt to each other. So I think in time it will be better, but I'm confident.
Hugo, hello. Can you just talk to us about your start? I think it's 5 goals in 10 games. So did you expect it to go as well as it had? And just in terms of you playing Champions League, I know you've played Champions League with PSG before, but how do you feel about doing it at the level for the whole season? This is your time, I suppose, what you want to achieve.
To say I knew I would perform like that, no, but that's what I expected. I work for that, so obviously I'm happy that it works, and I just want to keep going and do even more for this team. And sorry, what's the second question?
Playing in the Champions League, I know you played for PSG before, but as a starter, you want to play every game now, and how you feel about performing at this level.
Yeah, obviously when I played first Champions League with PSG, I was young, I was on the bench, I was more watching. So I would say now it's my time, being someone who count in this team, to help the team to reach success in Champions League, and I'm very grateful for that, and I'll give 100% of myself.
Just the last one there. Thanks.
Hi, Hugo. You mentioned PSG, and I was wondering, because you've started so well at Liverpool, I was wondering if the experience of stepping into that environment at PSG, because obviously you had Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, that was the step up. Did that sort of prepare you for this step up now at Liverpool?
For sure. In certain way, they gave me lesson in PSG. I was playing with the best players, maybe one of the best player in the history. So obviously it was a lesson for me, and obviously being here today with Liverpool playing, and for me it's a great thing, and I just want to show that I learned a lot from this time, and that now I'm able to make a difference for my team, for my club.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Thank you.
Oh, I like the way he spoke, guys. Honestly, I like the way he spoke. He knows what he's talking about. I think there's more to come from Ekitike, guys. From what I've seen of him, like clips I saw of him, I don't really judge players on just clips, but you can see the talent in it. You can see the talent of players and all that stuff. And I enjoy what I saw of him. He's quicker than you think, guys. Like he's a very quick player. We haven't seen his pace just yet. You're gonna see it probably during the season, innit? And you'd be shocked. I was shocked when I saw it. I didn't know how quick he was. And what I like about him as well is his clinical finishing. He's absolutely deadly. He puts them in the side bettings, in the corners, and he's always consistent. He never he's not. He doesn't rush things. He's always composed, calm and composed, and just puts it in the corner that he wants it to go into as well. Yeah, I love Ekitike, man. I love what I saw. 80 million, worth it in my opinion. Considering what we used to have before, isn't it refreshing, like to see a striker that can finally score goals? And you've got another one who's better than him that's going to be fully fit very, very soon. On top of that as well, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Yeah, but like you guys said, we've got to control games now. No more last minute goals. I'm tired of it. Or 2-0 up, 2-2. Yeah, it's just too much. It's too much for the heart, man. And Arne Slot needs to get a grip, in my opinion, with that one as well. Ekitike is our only good signing so far. So far, he's the only one that's been performing out of the signing. Kirk is absolutely horrendous. Frimpong injured. I can't judge him because before the injury, he looked all right. Isak hardly there at the moment. He needs to get fully fit. Yeah, so they're still you're right. There's a lot of things we've got to work on. And Florian Wirtz, it's just I don't know. I don't know what to make of him anymore, guys. Like he scares the heck out of me when I watch him. I need more. I need fucking more, man. So I can't just sit there and watch this. I honestly can't. Yeah, but let's continue and then see what Arne Slot is saying. Starting now. Sorry about the early morning, guys. I know I don't normally do it this time, but I said might as well just come on and do it. That's what I do. Continue this momentum. Here's Mr. Onslaught. Let's see what he's gonna say about Chiesa.
On it. Obviously, Federico hasn't travelled. He has been added to the Champions League squad, though. So, what's the situation with him?
Yeah, he got a little niggle, I think is the word you use here in England. So, in the last game against Palace, so he tried it today. He was on the pitch in the beginning, but he couldn't end the session. So, we decided not to take him because in a few days it's Chelsea again.
The obvious answer is a win, but also in terms of the performance as well. What's the key element that you're really looking for in terms of a reaction to the disappointment of Saturday?
I think we always have to do, no matter if we win, lose, or draw, what is asked from you if you want to compete for trophies, but let alone if you wear the Liverpool shirt, and that is giving everything you have and combine that with the best football you can play. And I think, especially in the second half, we created during the course of the game against Palace more chances than we've created in all the 3 games we've played before against Palace. But we conceded also much more chances than we did before when we played Palace. So we can definitely improve on a few things. And the things we can improve, I will show tonight. Not to you, by the way, but to the players.
Öncelikle Türkiye'ye hoş geldiniz. Kararı gazetesi Furkan Uzun.
Welcome to Turkey. Welcome to Turkey, first of all. You are probably record-breaking in the world football, but I mean, since 2021, with Liverpool, with Feyenoord and other teams, you have been ahead in 170 games and lost in very few matches in those matches that you became ahead. So when you score and become ahead, you lose a very few matches. What's the reason behind that? And also, secondly, you have brought a lot of strikers, a lot of star players to your team. And Galatasaray bought Osimhen, Victor Osimhen. Was Osimhen on your agenda during the summer transfer window to bring your club? What would you say on that?
Those were a lot of questions. I wasn't aware of it. He told me that in 170 games that I'm managing now, most that we came 1-0 up or 2-0 up, that we won those games. What's the reason behind it? Yeah, the reason is always quite simple. I've been really fortunate to manage 2 very good clubs, 2 very good teams that are always playing in the top end of the table. So yeah, the players always make the difference. I don't know who asked, but that helps, of course, by winning so many games if you go 1 or 2-0 up. Yes, we've added 2 number 9s. How should I say this in the right way in English? Unfortunately, is not the word I should use, but because of an enormous tragedy that happened with Diogo Jota, in the end we had to bring in 2 number 9s. We always thought we were going to replace Darwin Núñez with 1 number 9, but in the end we had to replace, not replace, not a good word, so I'm sorry if I don't use the right words, but we had to bring in 2 number 9s, and we're always looking for very good players, but it was always clear to us that from the start we wanted to bring in these 2 if we needed to.
TRT Spor Serdar Kelleci. Topa sahip olan
In terms of possession, we are watching a Liverpool that tries to keep hold on to possession. But, for example, despite runs like by Burnley and others, we haven't been able to see a Liverpool that can really focus on attacks. And do you think you might have troubles in the future in attacking football despite having possessions? Are you having difficulty finding chances?
Now we don't play football to have possession. We play football to create chances and to score goals. And in most games we've played since I'm here, and I think that's the situation as long as Liverpool exists, they have more ball possession than the other team. And sometimes the other team doesn't bother. They are completely fine with the fact that we have more ball possession than them because they just defend really strong. And in modern football, it's more and more complicated because all teams are managed so well, are so fit. It's getting harder and harder to play through. And that's why we decided also to bring in good attackers, good players that can play in a front four, that can help us unlocking those low blocks. But that's never easy, not for us, not for any team in the world.
Rezan Yetiş, Ekol.
Galatasaray has been defeated against Frankfurt. They conceded 5 goals. The previous match Galatasaray conceded 5 goals was against Beşiktaş, back when Giovanni van Bronckhorst was the coach of Beşiktaş. So did you conduct many different talks or analysis with Van Bronckhorst, or did he inform you about some specifics, some tips that you can use on this match tomorrow against Galatasaray?
Giovanni van Bronckhorst is one of my assistant coaches, so he's part of the setup if we discuss and talk about the team we face, if that is Palace or Everton or Atletico Madrid, or in this situation Galatasaray. So he has knowledge about Turkish football. He knows these players, some of them that we're going to face tomorrow, maybe better than the rest of the staff does, because we've not worked in this league, we've not played against them. But in modern football, there are so many videos, you can watch so many games that every manager, even if you haven't worked here, know a lot about the other team. So yes, we've used Gio, as we've used the other assistant coaches as well. And that was a very special evening for him. They won the Super Cup, if I'm correct, in that evening. So special. He's known for winning a lot of trophies, Gio, in Holland, and he did this here as well. What was your other question? Oh yeah, their loss against Frankfurt. Yeah, I've watched that game, and for me, they were very, very, very, very unlucky in that game. The chances they gave away were only small, and it was either the quality of Frankfurt or a little bit of bad luck for Galatasaray that they conceded 5, because if the same game, they play the same game again, they will never, ever, ever concede 5 goals again in that same game, because they played much better than the 5-1 showed. And that's also what you see now in the beginning of the season here in Turkey. 7 wins, only conceded 2, if I'm correct. Scored a lot of goals, so a very, very good team with a very good manager that's been so successful over here as a player and as a manager. So they know what it takes to win the league, and they know what it takes to win a game of football. So we have to be prepared for that.
Yeah. Good evening, Arne. I know you've changed your fullbacks from last season, but at the start of last season you kept 6 clean sheets in your first 10 games. So far you've kept 2 clean sheets in your first 9 games. How would you analyse your defence this season?
No, I almost like that you asked me this question, because for me, defending is only a small margin. Defenders. So I think one of our strengths was that we kept the other team away from our goal a lot. And that normally doesn't start with your defenders, that starts somewhere else. And if you then just look in it more detailed, we've conceded 4 goals from set pieces. So yeah, we've changed.
The reason we can see goals from set pieces is because we ain't brave. I mean, we're not brave enough as a football club. We concede a lot of goals from set pieces. That's what I've noticed. But if it's the other way around, scoring from set pieces, we don't do enough as well. So that's what we've got to improve on. We've got to put ourselves where it hurts as well. If you look at the other teams, let's just give an example, like Arsenal. How do they defend? They put their bodies on the line. They throw themselves at the ball. Man City do the same thing. Only Liverpool come off the pitch with clean shirts, clean shorts, and clean socks. because we don't put ourselves in a position where we block balls. Let me give you another example. Atletico Madrid at home that shot Llorente scored from outside the box. Look how far him and McAllister were. All McAllister had to do is run towards it to reduce the view of the shot, number one, and to block the shot. Is block the shot from going into the goal. And he didn't do that. Gave him enough space to think and shoot. Scored over Ellison's head. Deflection over Ellison's head. But if he was closer, like this much, he would have blocked the shot. He would have even hurt him. Our players are not brave. They're not brave enough, guys. It's a regular thing that really pisses me off when I watch our football club. Big up Tony Steele, man. Yeah, that's something we've got to improve on. We've got to love to defend as much as we love to attack. You merge them together, you're sorted. We need to go at this team hard, calm down, the passing tough football, and keep the gameplay tempo moving quickly. Spot on, bro. Spot on. The issue that I have with us is like what you just said, passing too many passes, which is going back and forth, back and forth. We're at the front. What do? We go and pass it back to Van Dijk. Why? Cross the ball in the box. A goal might come out of it. Something might come out of it. We don't even do that, man. We don't even do that. It's beyond belief, man. Absolutely beyond belief. Yeah, but let him continue. Big up Tony Steele, brother. Sorry about the early morning thing, but today is what it is, people. I will stream whenever I can.
Our fullbacks, where we've changed a bit more than only our fullbacks, and the goals we've conceded. I should look back at it in detail, but the first thing that comes to my mind is not that the fullbacks are our problem. It's always been a team performance last season. I said this many times. The reason why we hardly conceded is that 11 players work incredibly hard to make it difficult for the other team to even create a chance. And that's what we've done this season many times as well. But you can work as hard as you want, but a set piece is almost a different game inside the game. That was, by the way, that would have been maybe even a better question. That was one of our main strengths last season, that we hardly conceded from set pieces. So we have to go back to that. We haven't changed our setup. We haven't changed anything. So we have to prove in the upcoming weeks and months that we were maybe a bit unlucky in conceding some set pieces. Because that can happen in 5 or 6 games. Difficult to see it for the long term. But it's something we definitely have to improve, because I also see teams in the Premier League that win games by set pieces. And we lose games because of set pieces.
James?
Arne, just in terms of how intimidating the atmosphere is going to be here tomorrow night, what does your team need to do differently to avoid gifting Galatasaray the initiative in the same way as Palace were allowed to be on the front foot so early on Saturday?
Yeah, that depends on what you mean with the initiative, because for me, Palace didn't have the initiative if you talk about ball possession, because even the first 8 minutes were perfectly fine for me till we've conceded a corner. You can debate, by the way, if it was a corner, yes or no. So you have to answer to the fact why I got a yellow. And then we conceded a corner, and then we've conceded too much chances, but it wasn't because they had the initiative. It was because they counterattacked us a few times really well. And we lost the ball in positions where we shouldn't have lost it. So So we have to do much better than this. I'm not sitting here telling you we played a good first half. I'm not telling you that having initiative in a game is something that is worth a lot. No, if you have initiative, it should lead to chances. It should definitely.
Sorry, guys. You don't want mummy calls. You have to do the due diligence. I have to get a coffee. So yeah, but yeah. Let's continue with this. I'll do the starting lineup right after this thing, and we can discuss it as well if you guys are still
Did not
available.
lead to conceding chances, but it wasn't that they were all over us. They counterattacked us a few times really well, and we didn't do as well as we had to do. And they played a few times the ball into our last line where they won the second ball, and that is something we need to improve. But Galatasaray is a completely different team to Palace, but also a team that's very hard to beat, similar to Palace. 18 games without a loss, Palace. This team have won the first 7 games in the league. So that means that they are mentally also strong for difficult moments.
You know what a lot of people said as well, guys, like Liverpool, the issue that we're having stems from last season when we decided not to win games. When we went to Ibiza and Dubai, all that stuff, it affected us. I don't think it's true. I mean, this is a different team. Obviously, some of the players are still there, but it's a different team. The mentality is different as well. We're back to thinking of winning things, if you know what I mean, guys. So all this stuff people saying because of last season's drop off when we took the foot off the gas is to do with what's happening now. It's a lack of knowledge of football, to be fair, guys. You know what I mean? You can't base on last season, this season. It's two different things. You know what I mean? You can't talk about me what I done yesterday today. You know what I mean? I'm doing two different things. You know what I mean? So it's weird. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. So you can't really base it on two different seasons. It's really, really silly. I mean, like I said, you can't talk about me what I did yesterday and today. It's 2 different days. It's really, really dumb. And the way I'm thinking is not the same as yesterday. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do today. And last season is finished. This season is a new season. So the players are back to the winning mode. It's weird. Like when we lose one game, it's the world's ended around us. You know what I mean? It's just all collapsing or something like that. We're looking around. No, we just got caught off in one day. It was bad what we did, but we could improve. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like I said, you need a wake-up call. And I'm glad we got the wake-up call because it's woken up everybody that was too relaxed. Oh, well, we're going to win the game at the end of the game. It's going to be like a last-minute winning goal. No, it doesn't always happen that way. That's what the reminder is. That's the learning. Life is a lesson. That's the learning part of football. If you know what I mean, guys. So this is what I'm saying. It's 2 different things. It's 2 different things, and this is why I'm okay with a game like Palace now, because I'm convinced we ain't gonna do the same mistakes anymore. We ain't gonna let teams dominate us and bully us anymore. Now we have to be the bullier. We have to be the hunter. We're no longer the hunted. We're gonna be the hunter now. We're gonna hunt every team and dominate them and batter them now. You know what I mean? Don't lose battles. Don't lose easy passes and all that stuff. Make sure you take risk with passes as well. If you know what I mean. Instead of just kicking it whenever you want to kick it and then expect something to come out of it like that. Take risk, man. Isak is a striker that can if you give him the ball in front of the defender, he could turn him and score a goal. Look at his goals at Newcastle. Close control passes, bam, goal. And he can control the ball at any cost as well. So let's do things like this, man. It's really frustrating when we just make it easy for opponents. Oh, we'll come back, and then all of a sudden, you've been Liverpool back, and the war's ended around us. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, man, I like this press conference, really do.
If you win a lot, then you're also mostly mentally a bit stronger. So a very difficult team to face, but both with a lot of qualities. But you cannot compare these teams. One is playing 5-4-1, the other one is playing 4-3-3. So different players,
Yeah, different
manager,
different competition.
Different formation.
Last question here, please.
Ferhat Kızıltaş. Az önce kendinizi dile getirdiniz.
So you have mentioned this as well about Galatasaray. 24 out of 91 goals scored by Galatasaray last season was from set pieces, including penalties. Just like you said, you have been really doing well last season in set pieces, but this year not as much. Galatasaray has Gabriel Sara, and very effective player in set pieces. But after İlkay Gündoğan was brought into the team, Gabriel Sara is now mostly a substitute. Do you think it will be an advantage for you that Sara might not play tomorrow in terms of set pieces, considering how effective he is in those?
No, I think you already gave the answer. We've shown that we are a team that can defend set pieces really well. But more and more in football, you see it becomes more and more a set piece game. And I know that set pieces are a part of football, but I watched Brentford Man United on the way up to Palace, and I saw, I think, 25 minutes of that game, and I think it was 20 minutes long throw in, set piece, long throw in, set piece, corner kick, goal kick. Goal kick's not a set piece, by the way. So this is the style of football you see more and more, in my opinion, mainly in the Premier League, and there's a reason for me why it's even more done in the Premier League than other leagues, because in the Premier League you can do much more. You can attack a goalkeeper, for example. You can even touch him, and then it's not even a foul. This is something everybody likes about the Premier League, but in Europe this is definitely a bit different. But we knew that Galatasaray is also strong in set pieces. But I can tell you that we've been a force in set pieces last season. We won our last Champions League game
Hang on a
because of
second.
the set piece.
Did Arne Slot? Hang on. I'm a bit confused.
Very, very, very close of scoring one against Palace.
Did Arne Slot just say a goal kick is not a set piece? I'll give up. I'll give up. I love you, Arnie, but come on.
So yeah, every team you face at the moment, you have to be so well prepared when it comes to set pieces. So back in the days when I was still playing, we only talked about football, and there was not even a set piece coach, let alone there was a set piece meeting. Nowadays, set piece meetings take just as long as the tactical meeting or the preparation for the game, football-wise. So that tells you the importance of we give to set pieces, and I think every team around Europe gives to set pieces.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, I think Arne Slot needs to fix up on his set pieces, guys, because he said it completely wrong there. Set piece is a goal kick is a set piece because it restarts play. That's the whole point of a set piece. This is what I'm saying about the coaching side, guys. Like, even the head coach doesn't even. He says a goal kick is not a set piece. What is going on in football, man? Oh, they've ruined my game, man. They've ruined my game. A goal kick is not everything that restarts and you stop the ball to kick is a set piece. What are you talking about, mate? Like, what are you talking about? It's not continuation of play. Come on, head coach. We need to diversify our attack. If we can't play through a team, we should shoot from range. There you go, bro. This is the man. This guy, he knows football. From range or put in early crosses. Look at that. Our attackers are running without services. Isak, Verts, and Ekatika. There you go, bro. You know what you're talking about, LL. You know, LL Cool J. That's what you are, bro. LL Cool J. Big up, Clark Kent, my brother. Big up, man. I've been on for an hour and a half now. Where have you been, man? You guys are sleeping land there anyway. Big up, bro. Big up. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's okay, bro. I'm not after stuff like that over here. I've just put on, obviously, the press conference. So we're gonna do the lineup. Let me share with you my papers. You know, the lineup. Yeah, if you hear the noises at the back, guys, I'm in a hotel. I'm in the ground floor, a coffee area, and a lot of business people are here. This is Saudi, isn't it, man? The business capital from all around the world, man. Especially in Riyadh, the mainland. I mean, the mainland. You know what they're saying? It the richest country in the world. In the richest country in the world, not Dubai, not Qatar. The richest, the boss, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I'm amazed. You know, like guys in Saudi Arabia, it's changed, guys. Like it's free for everybody. Just come down. If you want to do business, if you want to do things, just come down, guys. Just come down and and you know enjoy it. Let me just put it that way because it's changed a lot. It shocked me because when I was a kid, it was so strict. You can't even breathe. Now you can breathe. Finally, you can breathe over here. And I think everybody will love it if they try it out. I recommend it. I don't recommend a lot of stuff. I'm even like shocked about Turkey, guys. I mean, I went to Turkey a few weeks ago. I'm even shocked about that. I don't do stuff like that, man. I mean, beaches and all that stuff. I'm black. Can't swim. I'll drown. But yeah, man. It was beautiful, Turkey. Turkey was beautiful. Beautiful. No doubt about that. Yeah. Riyadh. Yeah. I haven't been here since I was a kid anyway, man. I'm from the other side of Saudi Arabia. I'm from the side of Jeddah. That's where I was born. In Riyadh, it's not my. I don't consider my city or anything like that, but I'm impressed. I'm impressed. So let me share with you guys of course, I'm investing, bro. Yeah, bro. Traveling, innit? Traveling. I think in the how many years have I been in my company, security company? I've been there in February. It'll be 12 years in the same place. I've started off, you know, all the way to where I am now as a manager in my security company, and I've stayed there for like coming to 12 years next year. I've never had a break, like a proper break. It's just grinding and just sorting my life out. And finally, I'm at that stage. I'm sorting everything out. So I've never taken a longer break, like a month and more, since this year. So just need a rest, man. Just need to re-energize myself, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Can't swim either. LOL. Yeah, bro. Like, come on, man. As black people, it's difficult to swim, man. It's difficult. I try everything, guys. Like, this place has got an outside swimming pool. I try, but still not working out for me, man. Ain't my thing. It ain't my thing. And the most important thing here is like every corner there's a mosque. So if you're gonna pray, you could just run off. It's beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. What do you actually do for work? I'm a security manager, bro, but I've got my other stuff going as well. I want to get into the property business, innit? So that's what I want to do in my life. Just own a lot of properties. That's the next step in my life. In my older age, not younger age, older age. When I get to my 50s, I don't want to do security things anymore. Just something in a property firm. That's what I wanted to do. It's good to have choices in life, isn't it? Like you know, when you're younger, in England especially, they tell you everything is impossible. But I realized as I got older, not everything is impossible. It's what you believe in, if you know what I mean. So tonight's game, this is what I want to say. Goalkeeper. I just want to revert back, guys. You know what I mean? I want to revert back to consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to win things, mate. Yeah, this guy's a criminal, guys. You know, can I say he's a fucking criminal, man. Don't like the way he's performing at all. Brother needs to shape up. That's what he needs to do. He needs to freaking shape up. So I don't like the way he's playing. I'm even bringing Robertson back. That takes a lot for me to do. Considering what I said in the summer. If he wants to leave, let him leave. You can leave. That's what I'm saying. So, this is how I want to see tonight, yeah. I was going to put Chiesa in if people say it to be fair, guys. I mean, so He's not there. You know, like this channel, guys, yeah, we've got everything. There's nothing missing in this channel in regards to providing for you guys. It's just that, you know, the fans, we need some more people in here, man. Make it a regular thing. That's the whole point. Share it. Share the channel, guys. Share the channel. That's the whole point, man. I don't ask for anything. I don't need anything from everybody. Just come on, support. That's all. That's all I ask for. Yeah, Chiesa would have been there, but unfortunately, Gakpo. I can't believe I'm saying that about Gakpo. I don't really have a go at Gakpo that much. You know what I mean? So I'll be extra careful. As I said to you guys yesterday, sometimes you got to go back into the team to go up again. So in order for us to get the best out of the likes of Florian Wirtz, Kirkes, Frimpong, all these other guys that's not playing, we need to go to the original team and let them watch from the sideline because we need the points, guys. We need the points now. We'll put ourselves in a situation we need points. I mean, so in the Champions League as well as the Premier League. I know I said about life. I'm not talking about yesterday. I'm talking about today. But in football terms, you need to do this. You need to do this, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, pick up Uncle Ross, man. Pick up Mr. Uncle Ross. Please subscribe to Uncle Ross. Chiesa has, yeah, I can't believe it. Remember what we was talking about yesterday, thinking, wow, we're in a mess. We are in a mess. I'm not worried anymore, Unks. So, yeah, that's my team for today, guys. We go back to the way we was. And yeah, go forward from there, man. Go forward from there. Long may it continue. Yeah. So if you like it, like it. If you're not, you're not. You can say whatever you want. Say whatever you want, people. That's what I'm here for. All right, guys. Enough of the, chitty chatty. There's a lot of people here with their businesses and all that stuff chatting in here. I need to go. All right, my peoples. Take care, everybody. See you soon. If you're watching this back, comment down below. Take it. And I put a short video yesterday as well, doing my walks around Riyadh and talking about certain things. So go and check the short video out and comment on it as well.